There are always people that are sitting there ready to take advantage of a tragedy, and that applies to the sports world as well. And Giants manager Gabe Kapler decided that that was going to be him this time. In wake of Uvalde shooting, San Francisco Giants manager is boycotting the national anthem until he feels better about the direction of America. I wonder, Gabe Kapler, did you decide you couldn't stand for the national anthem while people are getting shot, dozens of people getting killed in Chicago every weekend? Probably not. You probably felt just perfectly comfortable doing the same thing. But now that we have this tragedy, which it absolutely is, a tragedy, you have so many people jumping at the opportunity to try to push their political ideology. And here's Gabe Kapler. San Francisco Giants manager Gabe Kapler told reporters prior to his team's Friday night game against the Reds, he will not be taking the field for the national anthem and will not be doing so until he feels better about the direction of the country in the wake of the school shooting that occurred earlier this week. Journalist Andrew Baggerly tweeted, Gabe Kapler told reporters in Cincinnati he doesn't plan on coming out for the national anthem, and that will be his plan going forward, quote, until I feel better about the direction of our country. He put this online as well, making sure everybody knows that he's not going to be out there for the national anthem. When I was the same age as the children in Uvalde, my father taught me to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance when I believed my country wasn't representing its people well, or when I believed my country was representing its people well, or to protest and stay seated when it wasn't. Really? Is that what your father taught you when you were in like elementary school? Your father told you sit for the Pledge of Allegiance if you don't think the country is on the right path when you were like 10? Is that real? That's a fake ass story, Gabe Kapler. Nobody believes that. Nobody buys that. But once again, that's what people are coming out here and trying to spew. I don't believe it's representing us well right now. On Tuesday, we know what happened at Uvalde. Absolutely terrible, terrible thing to happen. And just like I said, there are people that will try to take advantage of this situation. Kapler noted that he wanted to protest the anthem on Wednesday, but he didn't. On Wednesday, I walked onto the field. I listened to the announcement as we honored the victims. I bowed my head. I stood for the national anthem. Metallica riffed on City Connect guitars. My brain said to drop to a knee. My body didn't listen. I wanted to walk back inside. Instead, I froze. I felt like a coward. I didn't want to call attention to myself. I didn't want to take away from the victims or their families. This is a baseball game. I knew thousands of people were using this game to escape the horrors of this world. I knew thousands more wouldn't understand the gesture and would take it as an offense. He also blasted elected leaders. He's often struck before games the lack of delivery on the promise of what our national anthem represents. So again, Gabe Kapler is taking this opportunity to make it about him. He published it on his personal website. He talked to reporters specifically about it, about him protesting the national anthem. He made up this story about what his father told 10-year-old him, stand for the national anthem or stand for the Pledge of Allegiance unless you don't think it represents your values. Yeah, the conversation everyone has with their 9 or 10-year-old. This is something that has been so frustrating about sports over the past several years, is that players, coaches, teams, leagues, they can't help but get involved in things that aren't related to sports. They just can't help themselves. They feel the need to speak out about it, whether it's to get themselves more attention, whether it's a virtue signal, whatever the case may be. And it really does distract from the game. There is not a single sane person in the United States of America that isn't sorry or feels terrible about what happened in Texas. It's a terrible situation. But people are going to try to make it about things that it absolutely has nothing to do with. You've already seen the mainstream media spin this. You've seen sports analysts spin this. You've seen Steve Kerr spin this. And now you have Gabe Kapler, the manager for the Giants, making it about something it is not. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.